But you in the Quran, how your God glorify God? So he say, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. As long you are against God glorifying God, for us it's not a problem because we believe in the Trinity. For you, Allah glorifying who? Are you there, Abdul? You see, I'm using your I'm using your logic. This is your logic. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Allah is saying in the name of Allah and the most gracious, most merciful. And then he said, praise be to Allah. Are you there, Abdul? Hello.
Hello.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. So what you want to call me? What do you want to say? Did you hear what we were saying? There's a guy, he was speaking about the miracle of Al-Isra and Al-Mi'raj. What do you say? Is it a true miracle? Is that a miracle?
سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى الذي باركنا حوله.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Okay, that was a very miracle. It was a miracle event. Yes, he went to the seven heavens there. He spoke to Moses.
Okay, you know what? In front of everybody, if you show me where in the Quran it says that Allah, he took him to the seven heavens, I'm going to shave my beard. I'm going to apologize from you, and you are my hero.
No, not in the Quran. No, not in the Quran. Not in the Quran.
So why you are saying Allah, he took him to heaven?
Yeah, the hadith in it.
So why? So okay. So in the hadith it says that, but the Quran never say that. So why Allah did not say? Why Allah did not say I took him to heaven? But in the story is different from the Quran.
Yes.
Why is different? Why is different? The Quran does not mention heaven at all.
Hadith is the complementary of the Quran.
My friend, hold on. If this is a very important thing to mention, if Allah took him to heaven, why he don't mention that I took you to heaven? I
can't ask questions to God. Say, why did you not put this there? Why do you put this? Hadith is a complimentary.
I'm not asking you to ask questions. I'm asking you to answer me. If this is what Allah, if Allah he did that, this is more important than taking him to Jerusalem, because I can go to Jerusalem now. It's not a big deal.
Yes.
Okay. The miracle then, if there is a miracle, it should be about taking him to heaven. Do you agree?
That is a miracle. Yes.
Okay. What is the miracle in the Quran?
It's not in the Quran.
So there's no miracle then, because if there's a miracle happen, Allah should mention the miracle, not something silly. If I go to Jerusalem right now, yesterday I was in Texas. What a big deal.
Okay.
Is that a miracle? No. Anyone can go there. Is it a miracle to go to Jerusalem? No. So where is the miracle? So you Muslims, you speak about a miracle. Obviously, it's a fabricated story. There's no proof of it.
Because it's not fair.
Okay, my friend. Who is the witness? Who is the witness for Muhammad going to heaven? If there's a witness.
Who's the witness for 500? Who's the witness for 500 people coming from the grave, walking like zombies? Who's the witness for that?
The Quran says that. Are you saying the Quran is lying?
No.
Okay, hold on. I will go with you. Muhammad, he came 600 years after Jesus. He was not in the time of Jesus, yet he says Jesus here resurrect people from the grave. What is the proof that Muhammad is saying the truth? I will go with you. You see, I'm going with you. Muhammad came 600 years. Hold on. You see, I'm using your logic, my friend. Don't jump your logic. This is your logic. Muhammad was not there. 600 years after, he said to you something, you believe it. Why you are being a hypocrite?
Okay, let's read the Bible what it says.
My friend, don't change the topic. Don't change the topic. Don't change it. No, they are changing the topic. How you accept Muhammad to witness to Jesus that he resurrect people from the grave, but he was not there? How do you accept that? Explain to me first, and then you go to the verse in the Bible.
Okay, it doesn't say it's what he's talking about. 500 people come.
My friend, it doesn't matter. It says in the Quran, he can resurrect anyone he wants. Doesn't matter if they are 500 or 500,000. It can be 500 million. The Quran says anyone Jesus can resurrect him from the grave. Jesus said to them, I resurrect to you from the grave that dead one, which means doesn't matter how many, it doesn't matter who, he can do that. Now I'm asking you, why you believe Muhammad saying that Jesus can do that, but you don't believe the Bible saying that Jesus did that?
The Bible doesn't say Jesus did that.
The Bible doesn't say Jesus did that?
No.
Well, Jesus, no. If I show you a verse from the Bible that says Jesus is resurrecting a guy, his name is Elazar from the grave, what you would do?
I talk about Lazarus.
My friend, listen.
I'm not talking about Lazarus.
Listen. So are you saying that your prophet, he did lie when he said Jesus to resurrect people from the grave?
Do you even know what I'm talking about?
I know what you are talking about, and you are trying to avoid the question. Did Jesus in the Quran resurrect people from the grave? And there is witnesses, yes or no?
For 30 seconds, let me see for 30 seconds again. Okay, what I'm talking about is when Jesus in your Bible resurrected 500 people, woke up from the grave. Jesus never resurrected them. They woke up on the accord of not Jesus. So
because of his power, because of his power. When the Messiah he is resurrected from the grave, he resurrected with him. Abdul, don't explain to me my Bible to me. You do not know my Bible. Let me ask you now. Are you saying that Jesus cannot resurrect 500 people? Yes or no?
But you never in the Bible. Why are you lying on the scripture?
Well, show me, by the way, show me the 500. Where's the 500? I saw a movie, it's called the 300. Is that the one you are talking about?
Yes. Let's see. Let me read this. Like zombies, they're resurrected like zombies.
Well, the zombie is your prophet, because your prophet, he met with Moses, he went with Abraham, he met with Adam when he went in his journey. This is the zombie. How they are dead, but yet they are there. Did Allah resurrect? Listen, you see, I will go with you, your logic. Let's show you how stupid your logic. When your prophet, he went to the 7-Eleven heaven, and he said he saw Moses, and he saw Abraham, and he saw all the prophets, including Elijah, whatever he claimed. So those are zombie or those are real? Why you hang up? Hello? Did you hang up? Are you there? Hello? Zombie, it's your prophet who saw zombie. According to Islam, Moses, he's still dead. Hey Abdul, do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. You're a prophet, he saw Moses in the heaven.
No,
was Moses a zombie there, or he was resurrected for real?
You're digressing.
I'm asking you. Was he? Answer. Was he? You are the one who opened the topic. Don't run away from it. When you open a topic, let us finish it. When Muhammad he saw Moses in the heaven, was he meeting with zombies, or this is a real resurrection? Is Moses now in the grave according to Islam, or he is alive in heaven?
Why are you changing the subject?
I'm not. You are the one who mentioned zombie.
Okay, let's carry on with the Bible first.
We are not changing the topic. Answer. I'm getting you busted. I'm spanking you. This is why you don't want to answer. We are talking about the same topic. Don't worry. I have all the time for you. We'll spend the whole day talking. So answer me. When Muhammad he saw Moses and Abraham and Adam and Noah and even Isa, he saw them in the heaven. Did he see real people, or those they were zombie?
Ask that question again.
When you're a prophet, he went to the 7th heaven. He saw in his way Moses, Adam, Abraham.
You're breaking up.
Guys, do you hear me, guys? Am I heard? Is my voice coming to you?
Okay, can I say my comment first before you say yours?
Do you hear me?
Okay, behold, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom.
My friend, you see, you're scared. You are the one who is scared. You are a kid. You are a zombie. You are a follower of a zombie. How you're a prophet? He say he met Moses when Moses is dead, never been resurrected. How you're a prophet? He saw Abraham when Abraham is dead, never resurrected. Your prophet, he lied. He said he is the first to be resurrected in the day of judgment. How he lied and he say he saw Abraham and Moses and Isa and all the prophets. He saw them in his journey. It is a lie or it is a true. So they are zombie, because Islam confirmed that nobody resurrected, and to go to heaven, there's only one person in heaven from the earth now. Only one person, that is Isa. So how Muhammad he met with Moses and Adam and Abraham in heaven?
It's a miracle.
What a miracle! This is a contradiction. Your prophet, he said he will be the first to be resurrected. Don't you know that?
Listen, wallahi, you're so scared to read the Bible.
Do you deny what your prophet said, that he is the first to be resurrected?
Zombie is coming out of the grave.
See? Here we go. The zombie is you. The zombie is you. Muhammad is the zombie. You're a prophet. He slept inside the grave with the dead women. He is a zombie. Is that true?
Okay. He says, yeah, the earth shook, the rock
yes or no? Yes or no? Did your prophet sleep with the women in the grave? Yes or no?
Okay, the earth was shook, the rocks were split, the tombs were opened, many bodies of the saints who had fallen asleep were raised. Whoa, zombies having come out.
This is zombie. This is a miracle. This is the power of God. Just you don't want to answer, just get lost. This is the verse is proving the power of Jesus. Just because he's resurrected from the grave, people coming out with him, and those are the saints, not everybody. You don't want to answer because you are a coward. Call me back and be a brave man and answer. How you're a prophet, he saw the zombie in his heaven when they are dead. Isn't it your prophet? He said he is the first one to be resurrected in the day of judgment, which means Abraham and Adam and Moses and all those people, they are not resurrected yet. How dare you to lie to us, Muhammad? How that can be? Obviously, Muhammad is a scam because this is a contradiction for his teaching. Either you are the first to be resurrected or you are not the first to be resurrected. If Moses and Adam and Noah already they are in heaven, it's mean Muhammad. Are you going to answer or not?
Why did he end the call?
Abdul, are you going to answer or not?
Did he end the call?
Why you are going to answer or not? Are you going to answer or not? I have no time for kids.
Oh, you scared to answer my question.
I answered you, Abdul. I answered you. Why we need to repeat again? Those are people because of the power of Jesus, because he is God. All the saints came out with him. It's not about 500. It's about anyone he want to resurrect. He can resurrect, and the Quran confirmed that. Thank you very much. Now answer. I am saying that to you. Didn't you ask me? Didn't you ask me?
Yeah.
You read the verse for me. I answered you. Didn't you ask me for the answer? I gave you the answer. You don't like it, bite your teeth. If you don't like it, bite your lips. Now answer me. How Muhammad, he says he is the first one to be resurrected, but yet we find Moses and Adam and Abraham waiting for him in the heaven.
Okay, that could be an imagery. It could be a, what's it called?
Imaginary, guys. Did he say imaginary? This guy, he is saying Muhammad is the liar. A second ago, you said that the miracle is true. He went to heaven. Now you are saying imaginary. This guy, did you hear it? This is recorded. This will be in YouTube. People, I advise everybody to copy this part. So Muhammad was imagining that he went to heaven, and it was a lie.
Did he what just said?
You said that. You said that. You said he's imagining. You said he was imagining. You said, did you say he was imagining?
No,
yes or no? Did you say that?
No, I never. No, I never. You cut me off. Let me speak.
No, you said that. You said he was imagining. Everybody heard you. Everybody heard you.
Okay, they all heard me. Yes, but you cut me off halfway through when I was speaking.
Okay, so start from where you stop. He was imagining. Go ahead.
No. Basically, you asked me if Muhammad seen Jesus, Mary. No, sorry. Jesus. What's it called? Musa. What's it called? Ibrahim. Was that your question?
He saw them in heaven. Are they there for real? Are they there for real, or they are not resurrected yet?
And was that hadith or was that the Quran? Can you just pull it up for us?
I will show you what it is. You claim that you have knowledge. You want to teach me from the Bible, but yet you do not know what your prophet said. How can that happen?
No,
you never heard. Are you saying to me you never heard that your prophet he spoke? He saw Moses and he saw Adam and he saw Abraham. He saw them in heaven. Are you saying that? Abdul, I'm asking you a direct question. Don't tell me. Don't repeat yourself. Are you saying to me? Are you saying to me you're a prophet? He did not. You never heard that your prophet he met with Abraham and Adam and Moses and Isa in heaven.
He did.
Never heard that before.
I did.
You did or you did not? I did not hear you. Say again.
I did.
You did. So why you are shy? I mean, why you okay? Say I did. Okay. So you did. So now, when you're a prophet, he saw them in heaven. They were alive for real, or it was imaginary, as you said.
Can you pull up the reference so we can be sure?
My friend, this is the question. As long you know he saw them. There's no need for reference anymore, and we will show the reference, no problem. But I want you to show to give me the answer. When he saw them there, was it for real? It was imaginary, as you said 2 minutes ago.
It was real.
It was real. Okay, guys, did he say it was real? I want you to remember that. If we go in the Quran, if we go in the Hadith, we will find Muhammad. He's saying that he was the first one to be resurrected. There's nobody resurrected yet.
Oh, that was a miracle.
What a miracle, Abdul! You just said to me that it was real. So nobody is resurrected, because if Adam is dead, if Noah is dead, if Moses is dead, if all of those names are dead, Abraham is dead, how they are in heaven? When you're a prophet, he confirmed that he would be the first one to be resurrected. The hadith in front of you from Sahih al-Bukhari, read with you.
Okay, let me. Where is it? Is it on the screen?
It's in the screen, yes.
No, it's not on the Skype screen. Is it on YouTube screen or the Skype
Oh, hold
screen?
on. Let me be sure that it is people, they can see it. Here we go. All right, now it's in the screen. Sorry. Go ahead.
1 second.
This is Sahih al-Bukhari. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. This is Sahih Muslim. I can show you the same tons of things. All of them, they are confirming one thing, that Muhammad is the first one to be resurrected.
Yeah, I can see.
How he
Yes,
makes such a lie. If Abraham and Moses and all the prophet, he saw them already in heaven, how he say that he will
You're
be the
lying.
first to be?
He says that he will be raised, he will be the first resurrected on the day of judgment. On Yawm
Yes,
al-Qiyamah.
yes, yes, yes,
Yawm al-Qiyamah.
yes, Yawm
this is
al-Qiyamah. Yawm al-Qiyamah.
Yeah.
So nobody is resurrected yet. He is the one to be because people will not be resurrected, my friend, this month or next month is going to be in the day of judgment. Are you a fool or what?
No, you're a fool.
Are you saying
I'm
to me
talking
you Muslims believe that there's people resurrected before the judgment day?
Okay, let's read that. Bring up that, what's it called? Isra al-Miraj.
It is in the front of you. It's in the front of you. This is about here, the story about what you are talking about. That you're a prophet, he said, in the day, which is the day of Ba'ath.
Where does it say? Where does it say?
It's in the
Can you
front
highlight?
of you. I'm showing you the reference. What's wrong with you?
No, 1 second, because
Let me show you. You want to show you a short hadith? Okay, I will show you a short hadith. Here we go.
where's it? Are you sharing it on the screen, Skype or on YouTube?
No, in YouTube.
Oh, that's why I was checking the Skype. What was it called?
Oh, okay. I'm not going to share. I cannot share both in the same time.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, the people will go. Is that Abu Huraira?
Doesn't matter who. This is your prophet saying, who is Abu Huraira? The guy, the father
Okay,
of the
see.
cats? The father of the cats?
He says I'll be the first
Who
person to
care?
be
Who
resurrected.
care? Who care? Who is he? This is Sahih Bukhari. Your prophet is talking, and this is a Sahih hadith.
Why are you so aggressive every time you
My
speak?
friend, because you are wasting my time. Does it say that or not?
No, you're wasting my time.
Am I lying or this is what it says? This is in the front of you. This is the story. This is the hadith. This is the reference, and it is Sahih. So what we will do now?
He says that he'll be the first person to be resurrected.
Yes, it says there. I will be the first person. I'm just quoting exactly. I will be the first. I will be the first person to be resurrected.
Yes.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Okay. Hold on. If he is the first person to be resurrected, how he will see Moses holding the throne?
He'll be the first person resurrected on the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah.
Yes. So how he see Abdul? How he will be the first person to be resurrected, and already Moses is there? How he will be the first to be resurrected and Musa already there?
Musa is already there.
Yes, it says in the same hadith in front of your eyes.
I will be the first person to be resurrected.
I mean, this guy is a drunk, obviously. He is the first one to be resurrected, but he will saw Moses before him holding what? The throne.
Okay, that hadith basically saying after he will be the first person resurrected, and is not including Moses.
Thank you very much, guys. Did he say that this is not including Moses? So what? Yes, Moses is? So how come he saw Moses there already? If he is the first one to be resurrected,
are you saying that's a contradiction?
Abdul, it's obvious. It's Moses is already holding the throne. He will wake up from the grave. Allah will resurrect him, and he will be the first one to be resurrected. And you are the one who said to me a second ago, Moses is not included. Thank you very much. So that is confirmed. So how he will see Moses holding the throne there if he is the first one to be resurrected?
Are you confusing? This is what I'm trying to say to you. Moses is holding the throne, and Muhammad will be resurrected, and you will see Moses.
Okay, so is Moses resurrected before Muhammad?
And according to this hadith, that's what I see right now.
But then how he say I will be the first to be resurrected? If Moses already resurrected before him, how he is the first to be resurrected?
Okay, the hadith is saying I will be the first person to be resurrected.
Right.
Moses.
Abdul, if I say I am the first man to be resurrected, it means there's nobody else to be resurrected before me. As simple as that. I am the first. Do you know what first mean? Do you know what first mean? So how he is the first to be resurrected, yet Moses is there?
Okay, let's read from the top. It says the people will fall unconscious on the day of the resurrection. Then suddenly I will see Moses holding one of the pillars of the throne. So basically Moses is already there before Muhammad. So we understand that.
So okay, I understand that. Thank you very much. This is what I'm saying. You're a prophet. When you claim that your prophet, you went to the 7-Eleven heaven. He saw Abraham, he saw Isa, he saw Moses, he saw Ishmael, he saw all the group, all the gang. So now, when he went there in seeing the Muslim gangs in the heaven of Muhammad, how they are there if he is the first one to be resurrected? This is what we are talking about.
Okay. So basically, what I'm trying to say to you, if you read the hadith in context, you're saying Moses will be there before Muhammad in the hadith.
I know. Thank you very much. Why we are repeating ourselves? You said that already. This is the question.
So,
listen carefully, Abdul.
Yeah.
Slow down. Relax. Breathe. Okay. Moses is already there. Abraham is already there. Isa is already. Abraham, no, is not though. Is not there.
Does he say that? He doesn't say that in the hadith.
No, I'm asking you. Doesn't matter. This hadith or not. Is Abraham there or not?
What in Isra al-Miraj?
I'm asking you, is Abraham in heaven? Yes or no?
What are you confusing? Are you talking about Isra al-Miraj or are you talking about the day of
Abdul,
Yom
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, because if he is in Isra al-Mi'raj, where Muhammad he saw them in heaven. So they must be in heaven. So is Abraham in heaven? Yes or no?
Say it again.
Let me say again. Is Abraham now in heaven? Yes or no?
Not in body, but in spirit.
His spirit. So Muhammad did not see his body, he saw his spirit.
Maybe. Can you pull up that was a reference?
Abdul, what do you mean maybe?
Let's be fair. Let's be fair.
Hold on, guys. Listen carefully. Muhammad, this guy, he's saying the prophet, he saw Abraham in his spirit. How you can see the spirit of Abraham?
Okay, let's pull up that hadith. Don't try to trick people. Let's pull up the hadith where he says.
Before we go to any hadith, my friend, before we go to any hadith, explain to me, what do you mean when you said that he saw him maybe in a spirit?
Yeah, basically, you're saying in body, obviously, when you die, your body dies, but your soul lives on.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to say to you. Maybe the hadith is talking about when he spoke to what's it called? Isa and Musa. He probably saw them in another form other than the body.
So they are dead or they are resurrected there? Are they dead? Because if I am in heaven, I am resurrected.
Okay, listen, when you die, you don't die. You don't.
My friend, no, it doesn't matter if I die or not. I am dead. I am dead, and now I am in heaven. Is that resurrection or not?
Say it again.
If I am dead, should I go to heaven directly, or I need to wait for the day of resurrection, my friend?
You have to wait for resurrection.
Thank you very much. So, and that will
it's different. It's different for the prophets, isn't it?
My friend, what do you mean? Wait, so, okay, show me where it says. Show me where it says that the prophets. Show me where it says. Show me where it says that the prophets of God. Hold on. Show me where it says that the prophet of God, they go to heaven directly.
Well, you're trying to obviously they do 100%. They're going to go heaven directly.
Where it says that? Where it says that? Where it says that? If you're a prophet, he said, listen. Are you saying to me your prophet is not a prophet?
No, see why you.
Because you just said prophets of God will go to heaven directly. You're a prophet. He said, I will be the first to be resurrected, which means until now he is not resurrected. So you just admitted that the prophet of God only they can go to heaven. Hold on, guys. Do you see how stupid what he said? Did you notice what he said? Hold on. Let me explain. Shut up. You said prophets of God already they go to heaven. You said only normal people they stay until the day of resurrection. Thank you very much. Only normal people they stay until. Oh, shut up! Let me explain what you said. Thank you very much for calling me. You are a priceless. I should pay you. Honestly, you are like Muhammad Hijab. Listen. Only normal people they will stay in earth. Only normal people they will stay in earth. But the prophet of God they will go to heaven directly. Everybody heard you saying that. And your prophet said he is the first one to be resurrected in the day of judgment. So you admitted that Muhammad is just a normal man. He's not a prophet.
Muhammad is a prophet of Allah.
So how you contradict yourself? You are the one who said to me, normal people, they will not go to heaven. But prophets of God. You said that. It's recorded. People, they can play it back.
Play back.
I'm not going to play it back now. You play it back. Can you play it back for me?
Okay, basically what I'm trying to say.
Can you play it back for me? Go back in the video, please. We can hear the sound from your side. Go ahead. Go back to 3 minutes in YouTube, 3 minutes or 4 minutes, and play it back. We are listening.
Sorry, you can play it back. You cut me off while I was.
Okay, let me play it back, please. I will hang up on you, and you call me back when I finish playing. Okay, I will go back. Let us see if we can reach the moment when these guys start talking. Piece of crap, all of you. Okay. The way it's got. Sorry guys, I'm just searching for his voice when he calls. The guy, his name. Let's see. I'm searching for his voice in the recording. Look like YouTube. You see, we are still in the point where my voice is bad. When I call me and they have half a brain. If they are 500 or 500,000, it can be 500 million. Yes or no?
But you never in the Bible. Why are you lying? The scripture
is alive in heaven.
Why you change the subject?
I'm not. You are the one who mentioned zombie.
Okay, listen. You're scared.
You are the one who is. I'm moving in the recording. Let us see. This is the verse is proving the teeth. If you don't like it, bite your lip. Or it was imaginary, as you said. Here we go. Listen.
Pull up the reference so we can be sure.
My friend, this is the question. As long as you know he saw them. There's no need for reference anymore, and we will show the reference, no problem. But I want you to show to give me the answer. When he saw them there, was it for real? It was imaginary, as you said 2 minutes ago.
It was real.
It was real. Okay. So guys, now he said it's real. Later he will say it's imaginary. The same person who called me. First in the beginning he said it's real, then he said he swallowed his tongue and he said it's imaginary. Listen carefully. Guys, did he say it was real? I want you to remember that. If we go in the Quran, if we go in the hadith, we will find Muhammad, he's saying that he was the first one to be resurrected. There is nobody resurrected yet.
Oh, that was a miracle.
What the miracle, Abdul? You just said to me that it was real. So nobody is resurrected because don't call. If Noah is dead, if Moses is dead, if all of those names are dead, Abraham is dead. How they are in heaven when your prophet he confirmed that he would be the first one to be resurrected. The hadith in front of you from Sahih al-Bukhari, read with you.
Okay, let me. Where is it on the screen?
It's in the screen, yes.
No, it's not on the Skype screen. It's on YouTube screen or the
screen. Oh, hold on. Let me show you. Be sure that it is people they can see it. Here we go. All right, now it's in the screen. Sorry. Right.
1 second.
This is Sahih al-Bukhari. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. This is Sahih Muslim. I can show you the same tons of things. All of them, they are confirming one thing, that Muhammad is the first one to be resurrected.
Yeah, I can see.
How he makes such a lie. If Abraham and Moses and all the prophets, he saw them already in heaven, how he say that he will be the first to be?
He says that he will be raised, he will be the first resurrected on the day of judgment.
Yes. Yom Qiyamah. Yom Qiyamah. So nobody is resurrected yet. He is the one to be because people will not be resurrected, my friend. This month or next month is going to be in the day of judgment. Are you a fool or what?
No, you're a fool.
Are you saying to me you Muslims believe that there's people resurrected before the judgment day?
Okay, let's read that. Bring up that, what's it called? Isra or Mi'raj.
It is in front of you. It's in front of you. This is about here in the story about what you are talking about. That you're a prophet, he said, in the day, which is the day of Ba'ath.
Where did it say?
It's in the front of you. I'm showing you the reference. What's wrong with you?
1 second, because
let me show you. You want to show you a short hadith? Okay, I will show you a short hadith. Here we go.
Are you sharing it on the screen, Skype or on YouTube?
No, in YouTube.
Oh, that's why I was checking the Skype.
Okay, now I want you to focus on this part. Here we go. We arrive to the reality time. Here, we will get him busted. He said he did not say that. Listen carefully what he will say. Oh, okay. I'm not going to share. I cannot share both in the same time.
Okay. Is that Abu Hurairah?
Doesn't matter who. This is your prophet saying. Who is Abu Hurairah? The guy, the father of the cats? The father of the cats?
He says I'll be the first.
Who care? Who is he? This is Sahih Bukhari. Your prophet is talking. And this is Sahih Hadith.
Why are you so aggressive every time?
My friend, because you are wasting my time. Does it say that or not?
Oh, you're wasting my time.
Am I lying or this is what it says? This is in the front of you. This is the story. This is the hadith. This is the reference. And it is Sahih. So what we will do now?
It says that he'll be the first person to be resurrected.
Yes, it says there, I will be the first person. I'm just quoting exactly. I will be the first. I will be the first person to be resurrected.
Yes.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Okay, hold on. If he is the first person to be resurrected, how he will see Moses holding the throne?
He'll be the first person resurrected on the day of Yom Al-Qiyamah.
Yes. So how he see Abdul? How he will be the first person to be resurrected, and already Moses is there? How he will be the first to be resurrected and Musa already there?
Musa already there.
Yes, it says in the same hadith in front of your eyes.
I will be the first person to be resurrected.
I mean, this guy is a drunk, obviously. He is the first one to be resurrected, but he will saw Moses before him holding what? The throne.
Okay, that hadith basically saying after he will be the first person resurrected, and is not including Moses.
Thank you very much. Guys, did he say that? This is not including Moses. So what yes, Moses is, so how come he saw Moses there already if he is the first one to be resurrected?
Are you saying that's a contradiction?
Abdul, it's obvious. It's Moses is already holding the throne. He will wake up from the grave. Allah will resurrect him, and he will be the first one to be resurrected. And you are the one who said to me a second ago, Moses is not included. Thank you very much. So that is confirmed. So how he will see Moses holding the throne there if he is the first one to be resurrected?
Are you confusing? This is what I'm trying to say to you. Moses is holding the throne, and Muhammad will be resurrected, and you will see Moses.
Okay, so is Moses resurrected before Muhammad?
And according to this hadith, that's what I see right now.
But then how he say I will be the first to be resurrected? If Moses already resurrected before him, how he is the first to be resurrected?
Okay, the hadith is saying I will be the first person to be resurrected.
Right.
Moses.
Abdul, if I say I am the first man to be resurrected, it means there's nobody else to be resurrected before me. As simple as that. I am the first. Do you know what first means? Do you know what first means? So how he is the first to be resurrected, yet Moses is there?
Okay, let's read from the top. It says the people will fall unconscious on the day of the resurrection. Then suddenly I will see Moses holding one of the pillars of the throne. So basically Moses is already there before Muhammad. So we understand that.
So okay, I understand that. Thank you very much. This is what I'm saying. You're a prophet. When you claim that your prophet, you went to the 7-Eleven heaven. He saw Abraham, he saw Isa, he saw Moses, he saw Ishmael, he saw all the group, all the gang. So now, when he went there in seeing the Muslim gangs in the heaven of Muhammad, how they are there if he is the first one to be resurrected? This is what we are talking about.
Okay. So basically, what I'm trying to say to you, if you read the hadith in context, you say Moses will be there before Muhammad in the hadith.
I know. Thank you very much. Why are we repeating ourselves? You said that already. This is the question. Listen carefully, Abdul. Slow down. Relax. Breathe. Okay. Moses is already there. Abraham is already there. Isa is already. Abraham, no, is not though. Is not there.
Did he say that? He doesn't say that in the hadith.
No, I'm asking you. Doesn't matter. This hadith or not. Is Abraham there or not?
Isra al-Miraj.
I'm asking you, is Abraham in heaven? Yes or no?
What are you confusing? Are you talking about Isra al-Miraj? Are you talking about the day?
Abdul, it doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter because if he is in Isra al-Miraj, where Muhammad he saw them in heaven. So they must be in heaven. So is Abraham in heaven? Yes or no?
Say again.
Let me say again. Is Abraham now in heaven? Yes or no?
Not in body, but his spirit.
Is the spirit? So Muhammad did not see his body, he saw his spirit?
Maybe. Can you pull up that reference?
Abdul, what do you mean maybe?
Let's be fair.
Hold on, guys. Listen carefully. Muhammad, this guy, he's saying the prophet, he saw Abraham in his spirit. How you can see the spirit of Abraham?
Okay, let's pull up the hadith. Don't try to trick people. Let's pull up the hadith where he says.
Before we go to any hadith, my friend, before we go to any hadith, explain to me what do you mean when you said that he saw him maybe in the spirit?
Yeah, basically, you're saying in body, obviously, when you die, your body dies, but your soul lives on.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to say to you. Maybe the hadith is talking about when he spoke to what's it called? Isa and Musa, he probably saw them in another form other than the body.
So they are dead or they are resurrected there? Are they dead? Because if I am in heaven, I am resurrected.
Hey, listen, when you die, you don't die.
My friend, it doesn't matter if I die or not. I am dead. And now I am in heaven. Is that resurrection or not?
Okay.
If I am dead Should I go to heaven directly, or I need to wait for the day of resurrection, my friend?
You have to wait for resurrection.
Thank you very much. So, and that
it's different. It's different for the prophets, isn't it?
My friend, what do you mean? Wait, so okay, show me where it says. Show me where it says that the prophets. Show me where it says. Show me. Did he say it's different for the prophets, guy? Did you hear it? Did he just say it's different for the prophet? He said it is different for the prophet. So the prophet, they will not wait; they will be there. Where it says that the prophets of God. Hold on. Show me where it says that the prophet of God, they go to heaven directly.
Well, you're trying. Obviously, they do. 100% they're going to go heaven directly.
Where it says 100%. Did he say 100% they will go to heaven directly? Did he say 100%? Did we just hear it? This liar, he said to me, this is why we went back. He said, I did not say that. He said, I did not say that. Where I said that? Not only you said they go to heaven directly, you said 100%. When Abdul, he say 100%, it's mean 100% a lie, and he will deny his lie after 2 seconds. Where it says that? Where it says that? If you're a prophet, he said, listen, are you saying to me your prophet is not a prophet?
I don't see why you.
Because my friend, I am the Christian prince, and your God and your prophet and all of you, Abdul, you don't even have 1% of my brain. If I let my toes in a chat room to debate you, my toes will win, for I am a Christian prince. You need a billionaire to be sent to the refurbished shop. Maybe you will get close to be able to debate my toes, not my nose. How are you, Abdul? Did you hear yourself, my friend?
No, I just called back right now. I never watched that.
Did you not hear it yourself? Did not hear it? So are you you are lying? Swear by Allah you did not hear me playing it back.
You played it, but I was not listening to it. I was doing something else.
So why you ask me to play it back if you will not listen to it?
Why would I listen to something that I already know what I said?
No, you deny it because you deny it. You are a liar. You said you did not say that 100%. You deny that the prophet will go to heaven 100%.
You know he did. He did. When someone speaks, you cut them off halfway through.
Abdul,
the sentence,
so
and then you shout,
do the prophet will go to heaven right away? Did you say? Did you say? I don't play games. You cannot play games with me. I got you busted.
You play games.
Shut up. Send your dad to call me. I'm not going to talk to kids no more. You asked me to play it, you coward. And now you call me back. You said I did not listen to it. For you are a scam. If you will not listen to it, why you ask me to play it back? And how you can be not listening, but yet you are texting in the chat? You are a liar like you're a prophet. You heard yourself saying it, and you say I was not listening. He is texting in the chat. He is in the YouTube with us, but yet he is not listening. Do you know why he's not listening? Because he don't want to listen. This is how they are. Thank you very much for those who send donation. May the Lord bless you. Who is Abdul? Want to be honest? Can we find the Abdul who dare to send his defense to defend his prophet? No, we cannot block liars, my friend, because if we block the liars, then we cannot talk to Muslims. All of them, they lie. They are following a liar. So what do you think? And here you notice right away how we got Muhammad busted. I'm not getting this poor guy busted. This guy is just a guy. He have no idea. He's trying to defend the foolish Muhammad, but Muhammad himself, he got himself busted. How Muhammad is the first one to be resurrected, but yet Moses is already there. The Abdul, he said to us, prophets of God don't stay in the grave, they go directly. So Muhammad, he is lying. That means he is not a prophet, because a prophet of God will not be waiting until the day of resurrection. Do you see why Muslims don't dare to debate me, especially those who call themselves career builders? This is why they avoid debating me. For those who they are saying how we can help in donation, my friend, there is a site, it's called Patreon. The link is down in the info. You can click on it and you can do it there. Thank you very much. And thank you again for supporting us. Your support is needed. Who is next? Who is the Muslim next? He dare to tell us what's going on. So all what the Muslims they say about Muhammad went to 7-Eleven heaven, it is nothing but a lie. How Muhammad he went to heaven and then he found Moses there. Hello? Hello? Do you hear me, my friend? Sometimes people they have a slow connection, so we have to be patient.
Hello?
Yes, hello. I hear you. Go ahead.
I'm Christian.
You're welcome, my friend.
I have a question.
First of all, you said you are a Christian, right?
Yes.
What do you think of Muhammad?
What?
What do you think of Muhammad?
False prophet.
He's a false prophet. Why he's a false prophet?
Abused God, you know.
Okay. So what is your question, my friend?
How to debate a Muslim in a blasphemy country.
How you debate Muslims in what?
Blasphemy country like Pakistan.
I don't understand. Can you speak more clear? In what country?
In a country like Pakistan.
Well, I don't advise you to debate them there, because the second you get them busted, they will accuse you that you insulted the prophet and they will try to kill you. Leave that for me. Tell them there's a guy there in the internet. Please go and call him. All right? All right. Just for your safety and your security.
Thank you for
You're welcome. You're welcome, my friend. Thank you. Take care. Yeah. You do not need to debate them. Send them to me. Especially in those savage countries where people they are slaughtered for saying 2 words. I'm here for them. We are here every day. You see, the Muslims, they look for somebody, he have a blue eyes, he have a blonde hair, to debate him because simply he do not know Islam and he don't speak Arabic. And then when they debate with him, they say, let me teach you Arabic, my friend. Let me teach you Arabic. Yeah, right. You will see the coming videos. By the way, I have a video there for you in the Google Drive. I wish everybody to download it and share it every day. This is the best comedy for the day. You will love you and your family when you watch it. Please download my video. It's in Google Drive there, and share it everywhere you can. Let everybody laugh. I don't blame him to use a voice changer, my friend. He's calling from Pakistan. Do we have any Abdul? He have the courage and the knowledge. This is a Christian prince challenging you, your God, your prophet, and your angels. Have you ever heard of an angel? He bring a dish of shish kebab to his prophet, and the purpose is to fix his penis. That only happened in Islam. The video is in the info, my friend. Look at the info under the video, in the info of the video. It says watch this comedy, and there's a link, drivegoogle.com, and then you click on it, a video will open. Download it, share it, and give it to your friends. And again, thank you for those who they are helping us. Like I saw a person, he sent the $5. By the way, for me, I appreciate all those who support us. Doesn't matter if it's $1 or $5, or even the gentleman who gave this amount of money, the big amount. Thank you very much. Why I cannot defend the Bible? I do not first need to defend the Bible, because who am I to defend the word of God, my friend? And you are the one who just defended the Bible. You are the one who said when Jesus resurrected, hundreds of people came from the grave. You just proved to us that Jesus is God. And Abdul, they said to me, where it says Jesus is God, worship me. You just admitted that. Same time, your prophet is the first to be resurrected. What about him calling Jesus so he can resurrect him 2 seconds? Why you want to wait? Is it Jesus in the Quran is the one who resurrects people from death? All what we need to do, We ask Muhammad, we give him the cell phone of Jesus. He called him, hello, I am the stupid Muhammad. I am in the grave. Please, can you help me, Jesus? Jesus will say to him, pray for me, worship me, I believe in me, and I will resurrect you. How you can say the Bible is a lie if your Quran confirmed the Bible? Abdul, did you say you said the Bible is a lie? Did you say that? Are you there? Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Did you say the Bible is a lie?
Why is it still ringing?
Did you say the Bible is a lie?
I can't hear you. It's still ringing. The phone is ringing. Can you hear the ringing, sir?
I'm asking you. Did you say the Bible is a lie? Call me back. Say inshallah and your internet will be fixed. Say inshallah, my friend. Say inshallah. Religion of inshallah. Everything in this religion is inshallah. This is why nothing happened. You fear me, you fear the truth. Abdul, how are you? Do you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, okay. You said that the Bible is a lie. Is that true?
No.
Okay, so how you're a prophet, he says that he confirmed what is between their hands from the book, which is the Bible. Your prophet was confirming the lie?
Say it again.
How you're a prophet, he say ولما جاءهم كتاب من عند الله مصدقا لما معهم
مصدقا لما بين يديه.
No, not بين يديه. This is different verse, Abdul. Different verse. لما معهم. Okay, how he say that? You said you are the one who said that the Bible is a lie. You're a prophet. He says no, it is true, and I approve it. Which is with you? Which is with you? How he approved what is with them?
Changed.
So are you saying in the time of so in the time of Muhammad the Bible was not changed?
Okay, let's read that verse. Can you just give me the reference to that verse?
What do you mean don't give me the verse? You do not know what verses I'm talking about? Chapter 2 verse number 89.
Chapter 2 89. Okay. There's other verses we say the Torah and the people, the rabbis used to change it.
Let us focus with this one. We will go to that one, I promise you.
ما جاء من عند الله. Read the verse after as well, so to put it in context.
My friend, read 10 verses before, 10 verses after. Take your time. Do you want me to give you 10 hours to read and come back?
No, I just need 20 seconds.
No problem. Go ahead. And are you going to wait for long, my friend?
It's past tense. It's past tense. It's talking about the time of Jesus.
What past tense? Where is the past tense? Where is the past tense?
Okay.
Where is the past tense? You know what? If you show me the past tense, I'm going to do the monkey dance for you, and I will open my camera. Show me the past tense. What is with them? What is with them? Not what was with them. What is with them? I will say to you, I confirming what is with you. It's mean now they have it, not what was with you.
Okay. He says when was called a book that Allah confirmed that which was with them.
Where it says the word was? Where is the word was? Show me the was. I love the word was. I love the word was. That translation. This is your Muslim translation in front of me. Show me the word was. I love was. Huh? Lima ma'ahum. Do you know what lima mean? What is with them? Lima is not a past tense. Lima is not a past tense. Are you stupid or what? If it is a past tense, why is the translation here saying to what is with them? Do you see the word is? Do you know what is mean? Do you see the word? Do you see is? Yes, is. It doesn't say is there or no.
reading a different translation. Read the
My
Sahih International.
friend, what about we go and read the interpretation? Are you willing for that? And if I show you the
Read Sahih
interpretation,
International.
if I show you the interpretation saying that, are you willing to open your camera and do the monkey dance for us?
Sahih International.
It's only Sahih International you like?
Read Sahih International.
I'm asking you, do you like only Sahih International?
Yes. I'll find the authentic. Read
Okay,
Sahih International.
guys, Sahih International is the authentic one. All right. Now, as
Can you
long,
read it? Can you read it?
okay, hold on. If I
Oh,
go,
you're not-
if I go right now and I open Sahih International, do you accept all the translation of Sahih International or only this verse?
Most of it.
No, don't tell me. Either Sahih International is good for you to be a Quran, or it is not good. Is it good for you?
Well, why change subject? Let's read the
I'm
verse.
not changing subject. I'm asking you which book you approve so we can see a common ground between us.
ولما جاءهم كتاب من عند الله مصدقا لما معهم.
Yeah, lima ma'ahum. It is what is between their hands. What is between their hands now? What they have now? You are a liar. I want you to swear by Allah.
Why
It
you saying
says,
I'm a liar?
I want you to swear by Allah and Muhammad that it says there to what was with them, not what is with them. Swear.
Wallahi, what I see in front of me, Sahih International is
My
confirmed.
friend,
that
I don't care about Sahih International. Confirm to me what it says in Arabic. You speak Arabic, I speak Arabic. So now says to me, I swear by Allah and Muhammad that it says there that he confirming what is not it what is with them now, what it was with them. Confirm that, please.
Lima in this context means was.
Abdul, don't tell me. You see, I don't have time for stupid kids. Let your dad call me. It's in front of you, you coward liar. It's in front of you. What is with them? This is Yusuf Ali translation. Let us try a different translation. Shakir. Do you see it, guys? And verifying what that which they have. Do you see it? So the first translator, it says what they have. The second translator says what they have. Let us see the third translation. Big Tal. Here we go. Confirming that in their possession. Do you see it? So now we have a three translation. All of them, they are saying confirming what they have. This guy here is making it even more clear. Confirming in their what is in their position. They have a position in it right now. Let us continue. Translator number 4, Muhsin Khan. Read with me. Confirming what is with them. You are a potato and you've been fried. And by the way, I don't accept any Islamic translation even for this verse. All of them, they are liars, as you see. But now we have a problem. This guy, when he called me, he said they fabricated later. Yes, Abdul, what do you want?
I said for argument, let's say for argument's sake, we're right. Okay.
Okay.
But then after he said the Torah has been corrupted by the rabbis. Is that right?
You are saying that the Torah is corrupt after that, right?
Yeah.
Just to be clear. Okay, after that, when? After Muhammad, before Muhammad? I mean, obviously not before Muhammad, because he's confirmed what they have, right?
Let's say for argument's sake, they have what is right.
No, don't tell me for argument's sake. So you said, because you said to me before I said that to you, that it was corrupted later after Muhammad. After Muhammad, he confirmed that. So after that, when?
Why they were alive?
Was it like when the Jews refused Muhammad, they were corrupting the Bible or the Torah already, or this is something happened long after, when Muhammad was inviting them to convert to Islam?
Yes.
So they were corrupting the Torah already.
Yeah. It's all by then.
Huh?
It was already corrupted by then.
It was already corrupted by then. So your prophet should not take an oath by it, right? Do you take an oath? Are you willing to take an oath by a corrupted book?
What most Muslims think about the Torah and the Injil is basically there are some parts that are true and there's some parts that are lies
My
inside
friend,
it.
a book is corrupt. There's nothing is called part
No,
of
no.
part. The whole book, either the book is corrupt or the book is not corrupt.
No, no.
So
We
okay,
use
hold
the
on,
Quran
hold on.
as a
Okay,
criteria.
okay, hold on.
We use the Quran as a
I
criteria.
will go with you,
We use the Quran- we use
guys.
the
Hold
Quran
on,
as a
hold
criteria.
on, hold on. The book, part of
We
it
use
is
the Quran
corrupt.
as a criteria.
Okay, if a book is part of it is corrupt and part of it is not corrupt, are you willing to swear by the book? Which means whatever is inside the book, are you willing to say, I believe in you? Yes or no?
Surah Baqarah 275.
My friend, answer. Are you willing to,
Yes, sir.
if I give you a Torah right now, what you are saying, the Torah have part of it is corrupt and part of it is not corrupt. If I give you the Torah, which is have, according to you, what is corrupt and what is not corrupt, are you willing to take an oath in that book?
Today, no.
Today, no. So how Muhammad he take an oath by it?
Show me the verse.
The hadith in front of you, it says that the prophet he said he
Hadith.
asked them to break the whole Torah, not a page of the Torah. They give him the Torah, he put his hand on it and he said, I swear by thee and the one who sent thee. Why he hang up? Call me back, Abdul. What kind of a prophet? You Muslims keep saying to us that the Torah, the Bible is corrupt, and here we go, we find that your prophet, the hypocrite man, holding the Torah, placing his hand, he took the cushion from underneath of him, treating the Torah with a lot of respect because he's a hypocrite man in front of the Jews. He's trying to show the Jews, I am one of you, I believe in your book. So he took the Torah, he placed it in the cushion to show how much respect he has for the book, and then he placed his hand in the Torah, and then he said, I believe in thee and him who sent revealed thee. How you do that? The whole story about the Torah being corrupted is a lie. Here we go. Muhammad himself is taking an oath by the Torah. The Muslims, we asked them, why Muhammad came? They say because you Christian corrupt the Bible and the Torah. Obviously this is false. Muhammad had no reason to come anyway. Do we have any Abdul have the courage and the knowledge? Everything you Muslims you say about Christianity and Judaism proved to be a lie, and Muhammad is nothing but a scam. He speaks to the Jews, he acts as a Jew. He's like Obama. With the Muslims, he's a Muslim. With the Jew, he's a Jew. With the Hindu, he's a Hindu. With the Christian, he's a Christian. With the atheist, he's an atheist. With the gays, he's a gay. With the straight, he's a straight. Who wanna call me? Yes, Abdul.
Yo, why is it keep cutting off?
I don't know. Maybe maybe because you did not take an oath. Maybe you need to take an oath, my friend. So why your prophet he took an oath in the Torah, my friend?
Okay, let's not go from the Quran to the Hadith. Let's stick to the Quran.
No, we stick whatever we need to stick. Your prophet saying that respect your prophet, please. Show respect your prophet. Read with me. Why you're a prophet? He did. Why you're a prophet? He took an oath on the Torah. Answer, please.
I can't see your screen first of all, but I'm gonna read this verse.
This is not my problem. Look at the screen. Look on YouTube. This is not my problem. You look. Why you don't look? Are you blind or what?
Maybe.
Okay, this is maybe. Well, let your dad call me then. I have no time for kids. I have something for you. I put it out for you, so you might read it, and then you say to me, "I'm not going to read it, and I don't want to look." Be a man. What kind of a prophet he take an oath in a fabricated book, unless he is a scam? If a Muslim now he gave me the Quran and he said to me, "Do you swear? Are you willing to swear in the Quran?" I will say, "Over my dead body." Why you are calling me back again? Are you willing to read it or not? Are you going to read it? Are you willing to read it or not?
I'm trying to read two screens at the same time because I'm on.
Don't read two screens at the same time. Read one. What's wrong with you? Read this one first and then read the second screen for me. Go ahead. Hello?
Can you hear me?
What do you mean? What you're calling me if you will not read it? Read it, read it. It's very embarrassing. Why you're a prophet taking an oath in a fabricated book if this is a fabricated Torah?
1 second. I'm trying to read the YouTube at the same time. I'm on the phone. So give me. What the hell? What is this? Okay, then.
What's happening? My friend. Like his connection maybe is not good. Are you there? Hello? Who is a Muslim willing to call us, please? I want a real educated Muslim. You see, as you see, those they claim to be educated, but obviously the more they talk, the more they do poo-poo. You see, the problem with Muhammad, he can be a perfect prophet, but there's a problem in the claim. He need to talk. And the second he talk, he don't talk, he do poo-poo. And this is why we laugh. How in the world Muhammad can be a prophet? I challenge any Muslim to find me any reasoning to believe in Muhammad to be a prophet. Actually, even look, you remember I have a debate with a Muslim, Abdul. They claim to be a knowledgeable. He said, I said to him, what is the prophecy of your prophet in the Quran? Where is the prophecy of Muhammad in the Quran? Because if you have a prophecy, it should be in the Quran. He said he don't have any. So why you call him prophet? Guys, let me prophesy for you. I am a Christian prince and I am a Muslim prophet. Next month, there's many women, they will have their period. And I predict that Allah, he told me, that next month somebody his faucet somewhere is going to leak. Count my words. And I predict that tomorrow in the highway somewhere in the world he is going to have an accident when he's driving his car. And let me give you, I just received a prophecy. Hold on. I'm downloading now. It's coming. Yes, right now as we speak, there is a woman somewhere, she is delivering a baby. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. How you knew that? Oh, hold on. I received another prophecy. The prophecy saying that this woman, she will deliver a baby. It might be a boy, it might be a girl. Yes, Abdul.
Have you still on screen?
I'm waiting for you to read.
Is it still on screen?
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. Because can you just share it on the Skype screen? You can't.
Abdul, don't waste my time. What's Skype? Go. Don't call me again today. You're done. I give you more than you deserve. Don't call me now. That's it. I want a new Muslim to call me. Why you don't take your time, you coward liar, and read it in the screen before you call me? Why you don't stop being a hypocrite liar? You did see it already. It is there. I have it there for the last 20 minutes. It takes you 2 seconds. Look in your phone, read it, and call me. Did you read it or not?
See,
did you read it or not?
I believe in thee.
Don't talk. Did you read it or not?
I believed in thee, and
if you read it, did you read it or not? Huh? Did you read it or not?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so why he said that? Why he said that?
I said yes.
Okay, why he said that? Why he said I believe in thee?
Huh?
Why your prophet taking an oath in the Torah? Go ahead.
I believed in thee. I believed in thee and him who revealed thee. Yes.
Why he said that? How he believe in thee and the one who revealed thee
Because
if this is a corrupt book?
basically, the reason for that is basically
Basically what? I mean, basically, your Allah internet is horrible. Who is a Muslim? He have a good internet. Oh,
I mean, the connection is, but
it's
the connection is.
okay. We will have some patience, no problem. Now, why basically what he's doing basically? Go ahead.
So he's saying, I believed in thee and in whom he revealed thee. That's what we as Muslim believers. So we also believe in the Torah, we believe in the Zabur, and we believe in the Injil. We're not Muslims. We don't believe
My
in these
friend,
three.
this is not the question. This is not the question. Place his hand over book, physical, swearing by book. He is not swearing by a Torah. To him long time ago, he is swearing by a physical book under his hand. He placed his hand on it, saying, "Be talking to that book." And so, how he swear by the book? It is corrupt.
But listen, I believe in Torah as well.
Abdul, this is not the question. Games. This is not the question. The question is how he believe in that Torah, which is under his hand. That Torah.
Yes.
Yes, brother. Yes. How he believe in it? How? Yes. What do you mean? Yes. It is a physical book between his hand. The Jews have it in that time. How it is corrupt, and he placed his hand on it and he said, I swear by thee. He did not even say the Torah. He said, I believe in thee, which means thee, the book here. That book in the front of my hand. I believe in thee.
I want to say that's what he's saying. I want to say that's what he's trying to convey. He's basically conveying the fact that I believe in thee, which is talking about the book.
The book, which is under his hand. What is the is the thee? What is the thee? The book is under his hand.
Thee is the Injil.
The book is under his hand, correct? Whatever book is under his hand, correct?
Yes.
Okay, how he swear by the corrupt book?
Why really? 1 second. He says, I believe in thee and in whom he revealed thee. That's what basically saying.
Why we keep repeating ourselves? Like, are you a kid or what? You said that already 20 times already. Why he is, the question is not what he said now. We know what he said. Why he is swearing by a book? It's corrupt. Is it corrupt book or not?
Why?
It's corrupt. So why he is swearing by it if it's corrupt?
So 1 second, let me read the full passage. And then read the question. Can you scroll down? Hello? Hello?
Hello. It's in front of you. I scroll down. Time is up. You need all this time to tell me why he's taking an oath with it. After all this call, you hang up, you call me, you hang up, you call me, you hang up or call me, and we go back from zero. Why he is? Yeah, basically what?
I can't give you the answer to that.
You cannot give
the
me.
answer to that.
Okay, we need another Muslim then to call us. Thank you very much. He cannot give me the answer for that. Obviously, this is a stupid thing his prophet doing. He cannot explain how stupid his prophet is. He can't explain that his prophet is a scam. He can't explain that his prophet is a liar. He's taken an oath in a book he don't believe in, because this is what it's called hypocrisy. This is what's called a devil behavior. You don't take an oath in a book you don't believe in unless you really believe in it. You don't take an oath by a fabricated book which is holding words not from God, and you say I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. The second you say I believe in the one who sent thee, it means everything in thee is sent by he, the one he believe in thee. Correct, guys? If I say I believe, if you give me a Quran and I say I believe in thee and the one who sent thee, it means I believe in whatever written here and I believe in whoever sent that. If there's a corruption in the book, it means I believe in the devil. Do we agree? Who's next?